Hi guys, I'm Simon Mitchell, founder of Photo Enterprise, and I'm with Donal Doherty, social media expert and photographer. So how powerful would you say is social media?
Well, it's incredibly powerful. The way that people are connecting with people these days is completely changed through social media. Obviously, it's not a new phenomenon, but it's definitely evolving. So I think these days we can reach people in ways that we never could before, and we have potential to access and market ourselves in ways which are kind of fresh and innovative. So personally for myself, social media is the kind of cornerstone of my whole social media or my whole marketing strategy. So I believe it's hugely important.
Fantastic. And what would you recommend as good ways to grow your audience?
Oh, grow your audience. There's so many things you can do, but the key thing is that the content has to be great. I mean, content is king essentially. So make sure that the content that you're providing is highly engaging, and that people want to keep coming back and seeing what you're talking about.
Okay, great. And just posting relevant posts such as photos from a photo shoot, is that enough?
You know what? Like the thing is that people just come and every single post is just another shoot. After a while, it becomes a little bit boring because they want to know about. Essentially, they want to know about the person behind the camera also. So I think it's definitely important that you share a little bit about your personal life, a little bit about your passions, and then also give people advice as well. Gary Vaynerchuk in his book Jab, 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 Right Hook said if you continue to give to your audience, eventually when it's time for them to purchase, they will feel it's almost rude to refuse. So it's important to keep giving people content and relevant information, and then that's a great way of building your tribe and getting people motivated to purchase from you.
Fantastic. And as a great wedding photographer yourself, what advice would you give for success in photography?
Yeah, success in photography. I mean, obviously the technical side of it is super important. You need to know exactly what you're doing. You can't just turn up and try and wing it. It's not going to work for you. So I think that's really important to master the technical side of it. But also the people skills are so important because you have to be able to interact with people, and a lot of that is driven through your personality anyway. But the bottom line is I think you have to love what you're doing, and if you love what you're doing, it's never going to feel like work. So it's super important.
Fantastic. And how do you drive traffic from your Facebook page or to your Facebook page or website?
We do a lot of, we have an integrated marketing strategy, so we're doing things offline and online. In regards to the way that we kind of have it set up is that our website and blog is kind of the hub of all the activity, and then we're actually sharing the content then to Facebook. We also drive traffic to Facebook through kind of, for example, flyers or events. We encourage people to like it. By tagging people actually is just a great way from different weddings and things. You can tag out to the audience that are connected to that wedding. So for example, not just the bride and groom, also tagging the bridal party. Tagging the other vendors as well is really important, and that all drives traffic to your page.
Fantastic, great advice, thank you. And you recommend adding apps to your Facebook page. What type would you suggest?
In terms of apps, obviously you can add an online shop if you want to. You can add your Pinterest account. There's any number of things. You can ask people for their email address on the page as a newsletter sign up. So, thinking about those apps that you can add to your page will always make it more engaging and just a bit more interesting for people when they stop by.
Brilliant. Well, thank you. And now, if people want to find out more, do you have a website address?
Absolutely, they can check out my photography at donaldoherty.com, but also they might want to check out our training website, which is called engagelive.co, and we've got courses by leading creative entrepreneurs. They're live and free to watch, but people can obviously purchase the download if they can't watch it. But it's incredibly exciting. We just finished a Kickstarter, and we've accessed a range of different funding to make this possible, and so very excited to be here on the Guild stand today. They're one of our key sponsors, and we also have people like Queensbury, Showit, Sim Imaging, Light Blue, Photo Flash Drive, and Shoot.edit, and we have all these companies behind what we're doing. So it's incredibly exciting, and I think it's going to revolutionise the photography training industry, certainly within the UK, because it's something quite fresh here.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time today.